Welcome to the hearing on the Committee of Appropriations, today, Thursday, April 16th. I note for the record, we now have a quorum. To my left, Councilmember Gautier, Councilmember Bass. To my right, Councilmember Thomas, Councilmember Lozada. The quorum of the committee is now present. The hearing is now called to order. This is a public hearing in the Committee on Appropriations regarding bill numbers hold on. Glasses. Clerk, please read the bills that we're hearing today. I can't see.
Excuse me. Bill number 260. Excuse me. Bill number 260213 to amend Bill number 250198, approved June 13th, 2025, entitled an ordinance to adopt a capital program for the fiscal years 2026 through 2031 inclusive by revising various appropriation amounts and totals, all under certain terms and conditions. And Bill number 260214 to amend Bill number 250197, approved June 13th, 2025, entitled an ordinance to adopt a fiscal 2026 capital budget by revising various appropriation amounts and totals, all under certain terms and conditions. And Bill number 260215, authorizing the transfers and appropriations for fiscal year 2026 from the General Fund, the Water Fund, the Transportation Fund, and the Grants Revenue Fund, all from certain or all city offices, departments, boards, and commissions, to the General Fund, the Water Fund, the Special Gasoline Tax Fund, the Grants Revenue Fund, the Aviation Fund, and the Transportation Fund, all to certain or all city offices, departments, boards, and commissions.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, can you please call the first panel to testify on these bills?
Can we please have Sabrina Maynard?
Thank you, Sabrina. Can you state your name for the record and then proceed with your testimony?
Sure. Good afternoon. I'm Sabrina Maynard, City Budget Director. Good afternoon, Chair Squilla and members of the Appropriations Committee. I'm Sabrina Maynard, City's Budget Director. I'm here to testify in support of bills, several bills. Bill number 260215, which is a proposed FY26 spring mid-year transfer ordinance. Bill number 260213, amending Bill number 250198, entitled An Ordinance to Adopt a Capital Program for the 6 fiscal years FY 2026 through 2031 inclusive. And Bill number 260214, amending Bill number 250197, entitled An Ordinance to Adopt a Fiscal 2026 Capital Budget by revising various appropriations amounts and totals, all under certain terms and conditions. I am joined by representatives from departments that have requests in the transfer ordinance. The proposed FY26 spring mid-year transfer ordinance on the operating side is for $337 million, $233 million of which is in the general fund, and it's mostly for 3 items: $91 million for the federal funding reserve, $82 million for labor costs related to contracted awards and non-represented and exempt employee raises, and $55 million for a transfer to the transportation fund for higher than anticipated snow response costs. Pivoting to the capital items, both of the bills have the same items in them. The changes are in FY26. They're primarily administrative, including a $15 million federal appropriation request for the Water Department due to unanticipated grants through PennVest, and about $1 million in what are called A appropriations, PICA bond funds for Philadelphia Parks and Recreation for the Cobbs Creek project. These amendments do not increase the amount of new general fund obligation borrowing, and as a result do not affect our loan authorization ordinance and don't require the city to incur new debt service. That concludes my testimony, and I'd be happy to take any questions from the committee.
Any questions from the committee? Seeing none, one quick question on the PennVest grants. Is that something that we could possibly still receive, or is those grants?
I believe we have them in hand.
Oh, you have them in
but
hand.
we can follow up with the Water Department to get more detail on the status of the grants.
All right, thank you very much. Seeing no other questions, are there any body else here to testify on these bills read into the record? Seeing none, we will call this meeting to recess, the hearing to recess, as we are process of looking at amendments to the appropriations bills, and we should return at 2:40 p.m. Thank you.